All right, everyone. My name is Nathan Golden. I just wanted to make a quick video, kind of detailing um, some of the stuff in my AU course I just proposed. I think it's a little bit hard to understand because it's something so new, but I think it's really important. My AU is about using AI to enhance the math classroom. I think it not only makes my lessons better, but it also allows me to plan them much quicker. The AI can process data and write equations and word problems so much faster than I can, and so it really gives me a lot of my time back that I can use for more student-facing time. Um, Reaching out to families, tutoring students, and just kind of making the career more sustainable. So I wanted to quickly just show a couple examples so that you could see what it looks like. Here I have my notes for tomorrow on exponential functions. You can see I have a couple problems for the students to work on. But I still need to write a practice and some exit tickets, and I don't really feel like doing that. So I'm going to have kind of burnt out the AI do it. So I'm going to start by just copying and pasting one of my questions in there. You can actually kind of see how the AI. So this is the AI that I use, and that I'm going to recommend in the AU that people use. Um, Not only do so, I just kind of put my question in there. The AI explains how to solve it, and gives the correct answer. So I think that's really awesome. Um, but so like a tool for students is like, hey, here's a question. It explains how to do it. I could feed it another question. It could do the same thing. Sometimes I use it to kind of check my work to make sure it makes sense. Again, um, it it explains it, gives the general equation, shows how to solve it. That's awesome. You can see how this could be a tool for students and for learning of any sort. But it can also be a tool for teachers, right? Now it understands what kind of questions I'm giving it, so I could say, um, write four questions. So I kind of want to write, maybe I want to write a two-question exit ticket and have two versions of it. Write four questions that assess similar skills as the previous two. And boom. Just read a couple of these. Yep, this is the um, exact same exponential skills. I could give it feedback. I could say for one of the equations, for one of the questions, just have the students write an equation, not solve. Right? And so it's actually writing a longer word problem here. Um, I don't have to use all of that. You can give it feedback, right? So now I can take these questions, I can use them for my exit ticket. I don't have to kind of like go through that mental gymnastics. Um, just to give another example, I could clear this out, so kind of wipe its memory, and I could say, um, write a 10-question algebra one quiz. And so now it's kind of writing it. This is a way to just get a lot of problems really quickly. I could feed it an example MCAP from last year and it could make its own version. And you can imagine now I have a bunch of different practice MCAPs. Um, that's another skill that I'll be teaching in my AU course. And again, there is a lot of capabilities that I'm not going over in this short video, but one more I just wanted to show. It's really good at making charts. So one thing I struggle with as a math teacher is there are a limited amount of charts that are already made um, on Google, and they don't always pique the interest and learning needs of my students. And so this is really good at making charts. So I could say it can't make charts directly, but it can make the code to generate charts. So it just takes one extra step. I could say Kamari has $10,000. Or let's say he invests. Kamari invests $10,000. So that's one of my students, Kamari. Kamari, also one of my students, is really interested in technology, so I can say he invests. I'm going to say into a technology stock. the stock price increases by 15% a year, write a Python code that generates a graph that shows this relationship. All right. So it writes the code. See it like how quickly this works, how much time this can save me. Having to do this on my own, even though I do know Python, would take forever. So now I can go. I'm gonna have to open a different tab here real quick. I can go on to Colab, which is just a place where we can Google Colab, which is just a place where we can run code. Sorry, my internet's being a little slow here. And again, this is a skill I would teach in the session. We'd obviously go into much more detail, but just to give you a loose idea, now I can run this code. And voila, I have the graph. And so now I can use this for things like I could have students create an equation from this. I could ask for inferences. I could, do all sorts of things that before I didn't have the capability to do to tailor their interest and learning needs so much. And so this is just a small sliver of the possibilities, but I just wanted to show an example so that everything I typed in the proposal wasn't so theoretical. And don't hesitate to reach out with any questions, comments, concerns. Thank you.